Hello fellow traders, I'm coming at you tonight early with just a little insight about what I'm thinking right now. I'm not going to show any charts right now. When I get back later, if I got time, I'm going to check it out. I'm going to pull up some charts and I'm going to tear this thing a new asshole. But here's where we're at, what I'm feeling right now. If you've been following me, I did the Dow to 10,000 before 5,000 3-part series one weekend when we were battling the 8,200 area that we just kind of went back and touched before this run to 9,000. I was going off of a 50% run off the first drop. Was even saying we could go back and touch 12,000, but 10,000 was so huge I didn't think it could go past 10,000. And then we had our drop. Well, 50% from the bottom on the S&P is 990, and the Dow's 9,900, but we replaced two down components. So we replaced two beaten down stocks with two stocks that weren't quite beaten down. So the run to 9,900 for the Dow to be 50% is going to be a little far-fetched. I mean, you know, Microsoft at 26, Disney at 26, this is it. And, you know, remember that things go straight up at the end. You know, our friend with Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert, you know, when you hear him talk through his speeches, he'll even say that, you know, he'll even slip and say the suckers or something. I forget what he uses, but when the mass moves, that's when he gets out. And, you know, on position, you know, I still believe in building positions up to that turning point, because that's where you get your full position. Because I mean, it takes a lot of balls, and you know, you're never gonna win going full position at once. I mean, if you pull something like that, it's very, very fortunate and lucky. But this is it. I mean, we had this rally today because, you know, there's just like our fellow trader that, you know, he was done. You know, 3D being, you know, he sent me like a message or posted a comment. He's done. He's out. Everybody's situation's different. I probably would have been in and out 500 times in the past 3 months, like from January to April, because, you know, trading to live. Right now I'm not trading to live, and, you know, usually when I'm trading to live, it bites me because I'm trying to hold on to my little profits, and you miss the big turnaround. And definitely the turnaround's coming. I mean, there's no way this is it. We've really floated. We got the riffing above 650, and you know, Dow above 9,000. Like I said, S&P 50% runs 990, and that's a little more stable right now because it hasn't been shifted around. You know, you do what you do for you. You know, just remember the rules. You know, your account to their account. That's their only objective, and that's their job. You know, the market's not easy, and you know, if it was, everybody would be rich off of it. You know, this is just like when they were sinking it down. Like I said, I was at those parties right around March 6th, and you know, real good traders, I mean, they were folding, they were done. You know, what's gonna make it go up? You heard me talk about the party, and I looked at that dude and I told him, well, this is it then, because, you know, because that is when it's it, and that's what they're doing right now. You know, So that's where I feel. I mean, 10,000, 9,900, yeah, that's true, 50% run on the Dow, and that would be equivalent to the drop in 29 and the 50% recovery from 200 to 300. And then look what happened. You have to weigh that out too, you know. Tomorrow's going to be interesting. The news articles that I'm getting on my phone are real interesting, you know, beating expectations, this and that, better than expected, but absolutely non-existent right now. I'm sure you've read it too. Earnings growth is non-existent, and I'm still holding tight here. I'm liking the headlines, I'm liking the fury, I'm liking the you know, everybody doesn't want to miss this rally talk, and that's usually, you know, a sign of a turn. Sold my Eagle today, you know, looking for 6, hit 6, I'm done. You know, I'm out of Eagle, made almost 40% on that trade. Perfect, padded my FAS, had a nice holding, and that's where I'm at, you know. One day off from repositioning my trade, and boy, it's amazing to look at that Sunday night. You know, I was hoping for one more down day in the market, you know. That quadruple nuts fat, volume does matter, and it's not there. Good luck.